We're live. It's alive. Right. All right. This is was it day 3 of the trip? Day 4 of the trip. Day 2 of quote unquote tuning. We've had some challenges. We're dumping the braking oil now, so today we're going to add some boost to it. We've had a lot of little challenges, little things like no springs in the wastegates. They gave us a nice NA tune, very mint.
You're welcome.
We had the vacuum pump was very aggressive and sucked the valve cover O-rings down, and so we had massive airflow through the valve or through the oil system, and we filled the catch can in like a pole. So that was not good. And we were unable to get any vacuum on the crankcase at all because this O-ring had at the top, right about here-ish, had sucked off of the cover and into the head, and then this one also here and back there. So it was, yo, put some neon lights in there. Oh, well, fuck, dude. I appreciate the advice. He's just put neon lights under it. I heard it's good like 700 to 800 horsepower.
Wow.
Yeah, I appreciate that's great.
Illegal in the class.
Oh, it might be. They might have outlawed that in the class.
Say you can't do that.
Yeah.
Lights are cheating.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that pour. All right. So put some driven oil in it. I like the driven oil. It's pretty good. I usually run the Schaefer's on my own stuff, but that was hard to find. Driven oil is still really good. I would actually prefer that we had like 5 gallons of the driven, 5 quarts of the driven, and then like a quart of the Schaefer's for the Molly package and the benefits of the Molly that they have. I really dig it. It saved a lot of engines. We've had a customer forget to put oil in his engine after an oil change, and he drove it 12 miles, and we're like, oh, this engine's fucking done. We pulled it apart. There was no damage to it, so Schaefer saved that engine. And I've had oil changes on the dyno where Schaefer's has had the car pick up horsepower, so it's hard to beat that. Yeah, and it's a Subaru. Like, you so much sneeze oil pressure at a Subaru, like low for a second, and usually wipe out bearings. He drove that freaking STI 12 miles. It was pretty miraculous. We built the engine, and then we took it apart, and there wasn't a single bit of damage to the bearings. Well, that's not true. There was one little groove on one of them, very, very light spread on the bearing, but that's looked like foreign contamination. That was from heat on the bearings and that kind of stuff. So, hey, Steve's coming. Steve on there? Yeah, he just messaged and said he's coming. Hey, Steve.
Sorry, I'm not there.
He's just the owner of the car. That's all.
I'm a guest.
Guest at the shop. I put a different radiator cap on it because that one was leaking at higher temps. It started leaking past the O-ring. So I bought a better one. It's a Stant, 22 PSI. Had better looking stuff. Yeah, James, come on up, dude. We're in Ohio right now, so it's not that long of a drive for you. What else? So we took the belt off the vacuum pump because we were troubleshooting the issues, and it was after that we discovered that the O-ring had been sucked into the engine. But with that being said, we're still going to run without the vacuum pump. We're going to tune it, no vacuum pump, and then we're going to put the vacuum pump on it and make sure everything's still freaking good and that there's no other issues. And then also get the benefit of seeing, do we get more horsepower, right? Does the vacuum pump give us more horsepower? And when we're, over 1,000 wheel, is this going to make it, 1050, or is it going to make it 1,200, or what? Because you have parasitic losses from the pump, but then you have improvement in reduced windage and better ring seal. So which one is going to work for us? Now all that is assuming that everything else goes right today.
That's 6.
Say what?
6.
6 quarts, yeah. I bought 8. So how many is that so far?
We monkeyed around with a couple cans when we put the motor together.
Yeah, we just see 6. So regular was 3. What else was I going to say? What other updates can I provide? I guess I'm on freaking mobile right now, aren't I? I wonder how bad the stream quality is. That's probably pretty bad. Let's see what. Been waiting for a day for this. I know, Bradley. Sorry about that. It should have been good today. Do I use Schaefer's for trans and diff fluids? I do not. I don't use them for those. Water. Oh, my arm hurts. Left arm hurts. So I spent some time cleaning up because we had to clean up all the oil and shit that had leaked out of the valve cover and the valley pan. I went down the head, down the block. I cleaned up as much as I could, but obviously there's, um, you know, difficulties getting your hands in places. But overall, I think it's in pretty good shape. And we're going to fire this up in just a second. You just put the last cord in. And we're going to fire this sucker up again. Now, the gates were open and idle before. So now the gates are going to be shut. I'm curious how it sounds. All right, if you think about that, a lot of people call turbos mufflers. It's a funny, thing to say, but they do have a muffling effect. So right before, the exhaust is coming out through here, straight at this pipe, out the side of the car. Now that we got springs in here, it's going to be shut. So all the exhaust is going to flow through the turbo. We're going to have some muffling effect. We're all curious here as to how much that's going to affect the way the engine sounds. I think it's going to sound better, honestly. This is our wiring mess. We had to unwire a bunch of sensors and move them around to get things to work. I still don't have functioning turbo speed as far as I know. We'll find out when we start adding some turbo speed. The turbo speed sensors don't usually output any signal until at least 20,000 RPM. And these things aren't idling at over 20,000 RPM. They're probably idling closer to 9,000 RPM. With two of them on the front of this engine, they just really slow. So I won't know if I have turbo speed output until I really add some stuff, some juice to it. So we're hoping for the best there. Let's see. Try and get this camera turned around so you can see my wonderful face. See, there's less stress on this face compared to yesterday's short that I uploaded where I looked really tired. Even though we probably drank too much last night. But we got a lot of sleep. And what is it, like, what time is it anyways? 12:30, 1? What time is it?
12:29.
12:29. 12:30. Look at that. Sweet. Did you put water in it?
No.
Oh.
Answering Steve.
Oh, okay. You want this? You want this. There we go. That's better. I want this lens off. I got my oily fingerprint on it. Hey, look at that. That's haze. I like it. I like it. So we are at, what's the place called again? Red Fab. What? I always forget the name.
What's that?
What's this place called again?
Race Lab Industries.
Race Lab Industries. There we go. Race Lab Industries. They're one of the few places in the area that had a hub dyno. Unfortunately, it's that brand, but it's better than nothing. And when you have this much power and traction issues become a serious issue on a dyno. For example, even just our Corvettes on our current Dynamics dyno can not be correctly tuned because there's just no fucking grip on it. The Skylines that we have at the shop, they can't be tuned because there's not enough grip. So we need a hub dyno at the shop for a lot of rear-wheel drive stuff that we're doing. This guy's got one. So traction won't be an issue.
That is very little.
Yeah, we only barfed a smidge out. So traction shouldn't be an issue here because it's not even a factor.
Did this have to be in a certain spot?
The square just went towards the thing. Yep.
That?
Yep. As long as it was tight. Did he go all the way around?
What's that?
Did he go like 2 lands? Did it stop? It stops pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of
Better than the other one. The other one just kept spinning.
firm end to it.
The other one was a Moroso, and it just kept turning and turning and turning. We're like, oh, I think this is the right spot. I don't know. Just kept pop, 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 pop here. So I got this one, a little 22-pound cap. That's better than a 1.2 bar cap. Fuel Pretzior, cruise control solenoid, wastegates. These are vents. These are actually hooked up to vents. They're not hooked up to the solenoid, so I'm not pressurizing the top on this. This car is going to perform a relatively low boost anyways, so there's only about 11 psi worth of spring in this thing. It might even turn out to be like 12 or 13 though, because it's a 10-point-something pound spring in it, but at 10 pounds, the exhaust pressure in this engine is going to be less than that. It's going to be very, very low. With big-ass turbos like this, 10 pounds of boost is going to be very low exhaust pressure, and so you'll technically get more boost pressure out of it than the spring pressure. If you have a car where you put a 10 or 14-pound spring in it and you only get 10 pounds of boost, that means you have a lot of back pressure in the exhaust, and so you're forcing the gate open with exhaust pressure. This is the other way around. It's going to have low exhaust pressure with a 10-pound spring, or 10 point, whatever it was, 8. So we'll probably get a couple pounds more on gate pressure than we would otherwise. You ready?
I don't know. Let's do some. You wiped everything off?
As good as I could.
Yeah.
I used that little skinny thing, was rubbing down the valley as good as I could. How easy to take the front end off?
How easy?
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. I got to take this clamp off and this clamp off to take those extensions off.
Oh, I see. I'm just thinking about the radiators and airflow.
It's from the very first start. How that fan?
Yeah,
on.
it was yesterday. Everything was
It wasn't
on.
right away. We weren't running it that way at first.
Oh, but yeah, but that doesn't really affect it. And once it reaches operating temperature, it doesn't matter if it's 1 or none before then. But yeah, during the pull, I had all the fans on, and it got hot fast. That's why I look forward to adding the reverse scoops on the side here, so the air can get sucked out.
I'm not going to run the car long enough to fucking worry about it.
I mean, in theory, you still have trans brake time and a burnout. Hopefully, it's only going, 15 total seconds at any boost. 8. I guess I could do an 8th mod, right? So 5.5 seconds in power. It'll probably be faster on the track than it'll be during the dyno pulls. Dyno pulls probably take longer than a run on the track strip.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
Because the motor will take it faster than below mid 5s and the 8, no problem.
All right, so in the back here, we don't have anything in the way of rotating components, right? Everything is good back here. The bars are on the ground.
We took the wheelie bars off
Yeah,
last night. But
that's good. There's nothing in or on there. Take the water off the table. Everything's good there.
Can we give you master power?
Yeah, I think we're ready to start this thing.
Fuel. Let me check fuel.
Okay.
What we use.
We probably use a gallon or 2. Looking for a flashy wave. I don't see anything. Any more light?
We're still okay.
Hey, top it off. Fuck it. Stop it off.
Yeah, might
Let's do it.
Put a little bigger hole in the vent.
Yeah. I mean, you could flip it up and I could stab it while you're filling.
Here.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute, nice. Will that get my live stream banned if I fucking hold the knife on stream?
Yeah.
I know you can't hold a
It's a
firearm,
knife. You're allowed to have a sword made out of an AR-15.
but it just can't actually be a gun.
Shit. Can
You can do it. You can do it. Again.
Operate that while
Okay.
Oh, no, that was bad.
Yeah, a little splash ain't gonna kill him. We're good. Let's do it.
Oh, that's fast. Don't do it. It's coming out. Get ready to help me stop it. I can see it.
I can't see shit, so
I can't.
okay. And we're gonna put enough in there, just lay the can flat, it'll stop blowing. This is pump ethanol. I don't recall what the concentration was on the
81 was what the dash said.
on the dash. Oh, like a badass. I mean, this thing's gonna use like a gallon or 2 per pole. Oh, kind of slow. What are you talking about?
All right, that's getting close. Very close.
And,
I don't want to bother with that. Okay, we added oil.
Yep.
Filter's tight, plug's tight. We added coolant. We buttoned up the wastegates. Wiped off the oil from the leaks.
are these yours or theirs?
There's.
Okay.
Did we mess with anything else last night?
I think I was mine. Oh, I forgot my laptop. Where is my laptop? That might, right, that might even be better over there, blowing towards that radiator through the wheel. But that's just gonna move heat a little bit like that.
We could put it under.
Or drop it on the ground and have it blow under if you want. The only thing you want to be careful of is
dust
and rags floating around in the air, getting sucked in the turbo. So I would say you blow it at the wheel over there.
with all that shit in there.
Oh, the sawdust? Or the... Yeah.
We got that one blowing up.
Alright, get my laptop. Let's make some noise. How's the internet here? Hey, can I get on Wi-Fi? Yeah. All right, on the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi with fiber back.
I didn't have springs and wastegates. I'm an idiot. So the right springs and the wastegates. Let's change the oil.
All right, here we go. On the Wi-Fi, so that should help out. Stream should be a lot better, less buffering. I don't know, did you turn it on? I said, did you turn it on?
I will.
I thought you turned it on earlier. Oh.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're on.
Badass. Laptop.
Fired up. Channel if you want to watch it on there. What time it is over there right now? You're at 6 hours somehow. So we're like 9:40.
Is that Eugene?
Yeah.
Hi, Eugene. Cooling. Gauges. That does sound different. like the deeper it's throaty or growl, less of the high tones. Yeah, I like it. It sounds a lot better. Big surprise, the fucking Dynacom's not working. The Dynacom's have to stop the car. It's supposed to stop the car at 50. It's not doing it. So we go here, we see on speed, 50 miles an hour, it ain't doing it. Like setting wrong or something. Now it shows the speed's going over 50. It's just being a Dynacom and not working. Maybe the dial's not turned on. Get the main switch on. Or the 220. Big surprise, fucking Dynacom's not working. Wow. I'm so fucking surprised. I can't believe that the dyno's not doing what it's supposed to do. Maybe they've got to turn it on. We'll see. So PID mode's on, and it was at 50 miles an hour.
Okay.
So
PID mode is on.
yeah, 50 miles an hour. And then I watched it go right to 70. Oh, that motherfucker. It defaults to that, huh? Oh, that's lame. But it was reading the right speed. Yeah. 470s. See if that fixes it. Okay. Why didn't we get tax in there? I don't understand that one.
Good.
I'll try again.
Yeah.
See what happens. turn the dyno on? You gotta plug it in. Oh, that'll do it. Okay. All right. Wasn't Dynacom's fault for once.
Something's leaking on the passenger side wastegate. What? Like, looks like it maybe every once in a while it's like some exhaust maybe or something coming out around the plant. I can't tell what it is or where. It's not the blow off valve? Oh, no, no. The passenger side wastegate, right where the wastegate bolts onto my elbow.
Gotcha.
Hang on, that's the way.
Hey, Sean. So is it finally coming out of the fucking breather on the valve cover now?
Might be.
Because now it's sealed. That's the only place for exhaust gas or for blow-by gas to go. Because that would puff some smoke out that spot.
That might be what it is.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be expected.
It's hard to see.
Right. Yeah. So that'd be expected.
Yeah.
So now the blow-by is coming out that little hole instead of coming out of all the other holes that we sealed today.
Yeah.
Everything's okay? No leaks or anything? Everything's fine?
I don't see any other numbers.
Okay.
Good, I don't see anything.
Okay.
How are we doing on temp?
It gets to 231 pretty fast.
Not good.
I mean, 231 is when the fans kick on LS. 235 technically. So it isn't bad that we're there. It just sucks at how fast it gets there, you know.
Yeah.
But any leaks over that cap? Did the cap blow any coolant off or anything?
I don't see anything.
That's good. So maybe you think things are working like they're supposed to. I mean, it's stabilized. So if it stays stable, then there's nothing to be concerned about. You make a lot of power at 230. You make more power at 300.
So what's everything look like to you right now?
Good so far. Everything's good.
Is it holding any boost?
Yeah, we got 4 pounds on my little goofing offs. It was pulling through the dyno though. The dyno was trying to stop it at 50. It didn't succeed. The dyno did not succeed at holding it. It held it for a while until I started to put more throttle into it, and then it. Well, that could have been the stall, I suppose. I didn't check that. It could have been the stall coming up. But at yeah, I'll have to see what that is. If it's flaring from the stall or what. But it seems pretty responsive. I mean, it's not making 20 pounds of boost at 4,000 or at 3,000 RPM or anything, but like it got 3 or 4 pounds at 3,800. It was starting to make some boost. So. I'm gonna fire it back up again. Everything's good.
Okay. Like it blew oil out of the turbo when you let off the throttle.
Turbo or the blow off valve?
And I see oil in the turbo.
You get good pressure now? Less evacuation, more pressure.
Right side.
I know it.
Yeah, it's the one that I see you let off.
They both have the same feed on them. Down for a second, you guys can see something where they can. I'll bring the buttons on. It definitely sounds different, let me tell you. But definitely a lower tone, throatier note, less of the high pitch, more of the blog, sounds good. So the wastage being shut is a big significant difference. I put it down.
blow-off valve is the passenger side turbo. When you cut off, it goes right out of the intake of the turbo. What's that about? Carryover? I mean, you got oil and turbo, so there's some carryover for sure. Either some high oil pressure, too much speed, or not enough scavenge flow. Like we can't get the oil out of the turbo, so stuff's carried over. Why is air coming out of the turbo when you let off the gas? Oh, because you shut the throttle, the air's moving, that blade's spinning, it's got to go somewhere. I thought the blow-off valve it does a portion of it, but the anti-surge porting around the outside edge restricts the. Oh, shit. So the anti-surge porting got the 240. We need more airflow on the radiators. We just need to put that on the radiator. Is it still barfing? Huh? Is it barfing coolant? Is it barfing water right now? Oh yeah. Oh, not right now, but it was. I mean, it stopped. We just gotta get the fan on the radiator, like I said before. Fan on, right? Yeah, they're both on. They're both on full, all the way up. You can hear the fan. Well, there's 0 cars in the history of tuning that I've ever tuned that can run without a fan on the radiator. So I'm gonna get out and help with that real quick, and then we'll get the fan moved in the right place. I told them before we need to go fan on the radiator, but you know. Nobody wants to listen to them. So now it gets hot. And now they know. Gotta put on the radio. Grab a board. I mean, we don't need the front board. It's not going to do anything anymore. That was just for when we're jacking it up. Like the backboard? Yeah, use the backboard and put it under there. Yeah, that goes to my benefit too. That's blowing on me. That helps out. Yeah, it's not high enough. I put it in the back so I can kind of make it. We should just take the front end off. I'm aware. While it's hot, you're going to wait until that shit cools down to do it. Got to turn the power back on to the ECU so I can get an updated temperature. So 217.
wish there was like a suspend screen or a weight screen I could put up for you guys. Or, yeah, it was a 217. Now it's 210. Put this down.
Getting a lot of airflow up in there now.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot more airflow. I'll put scoops on the side. Just low profile scoops on the side. Probably reverse scoops. Make those pushers. There you go. Pretty cool. Which just sucks that heat across it. It goes in and we have to figure out how to get rid of it. You reverse scoop on the hood too. The air comes over the hood, sucks out, you go front scoop like that. I like doing downforce too. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, that. Yeah, you got some oil in there.
And when you let off the throttle, it goes.
Right. Yeah, so this is an out. Here, that's not in, that's an out.
Oh, okay.
So that's at the outlet of the, you see the groove right there? So that goes, when the air starts to, where it would normally surge, it goes, right? That's like a discharge essentially. It blows it out.
Okay.
So when we have this thing spinning really fast, air is moving, this column of air is going like this, right?
Yeah.
And then we shut that valve, which is the throttle body, and that air stops. Well, this thing's still moving, so the air's got to go somewhere. All that.
Does that mean though we're pulling in oil, too much oil past the shaft that's going into the intake?
There is some on the intake, yeah. Yep.
I didn't see that move at all.
Isn't that what the was?
Oh, was that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, from where I'm seeing, it looks like it's coming out here. And it's going.
Is it?
That's what it looks like where I'm sitting.
Yeah. From out here, it looks like it's coming right out of here.
Right.
And not this side, that side.
But when I let off, I see there.
I'll watch it closer. But
Yeah. But without this fan blowing right there, it'll be more obvious as to where it's coming from. So typically, if you get that, it's just a little too much oil flow with the turbos. It is not uncommon to have put restrictors on turbos. 30, 40, 50 thou restrictors on the feed
they
line.
tell you for those you're not supposed to.
Right. But they can't make that blanket statement.
Yeah.
Because it all depends on the feed and the drain rate of the turbo.
I mean, I put the exact feed and drain sizes on that they recommended. So.
Yeah. Well, the vacuum pump might clear that up too.
Yeah.
Vacuum pump, some suction, that might just stop. You know, right now all we have is that one hole. And how much is it coming out of here? Just a little bit.
Just a little wisp out of it. I mean, you know, you can see it, but it's not much. I can't feel it.
What? What?
Oil. Is that oil?
No, it's shiny.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's always been shiny. I saw it yesterday. I thought it was oil too, but it's not.
Yeah, it's just a stainless.
Yeah, it's a shiny pipe.
There's no drips under the car.
No, I don't see any leaks or anything anymore.
Are you doing pulse? So,
Personally, I think we should take the front end off. They get us more airflow to the radiators and it'll be good to go, but we'll try. I don't know. I think we should fucking do it. What do you guys think? Chat me up. What should I do? So I say we take this off. All we gotta do is take off these pipes here. It gives us room to wiggle the nose of this thing. to get it past the pipes. I don't know if you got to do both sides, just one side. Then I have the radiators full exposure to air, I put the fan right on it. No more cooling problems. I think that's just the easiest one. Instead of stopping the tune, waiting for it to cool off and all that shit, I think it just adds a lot of time. I think we'll save time by spending the time to take the front end off. That's what I think. I'm gonna start doing it. I'm not gonna ask permission anymore. I'm just gonna do it. Fuck it.
Because I have a tremor in my right hand. I can't work my right hand. That's why I had to do it because I couldn't hold the torch there. That's for everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll save more time by taking this off than dropping the tune every pull, letting it cool off, all that shit. We take it off, put a fan on the radiator, fucking be done with it.
All right. Well,
I think we'll save a lot of time. This one.
That one has to come off. Yeah.
Right.
It's a pain in the dick.
Really, that one has to go off? I can see the big one, but this little guy's still in the way?
It's welded to the big one.
Oh, well, that'd be a problem.
Yeah. They're a pain in the fucking ass.
Yeah. But I still was stopping the tune every time. We're sitting here for hours waiting for things to happen. I think we should take it off, be done with it, get the fans on the radiator, and be able to be be able to just keep working. You gotta do both sides or just one side?
I think you have to do both because these have to slide straight out.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. No. And what side? Are these half inch or are those halves?
I don't remember.
Okay. 13's a little loose on it. That's why I was wondering if it was half.
You got the half?
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever that is. I can touch pipe now. I can hold it. Pipe's still
there.
good. Right here. Yeah. Good. So this is what, a 530, 5/16 or something?
Fucking weird is what it is. I don't know. I think an 8 works on it well, but maybe it's not metric. I don't think it might not be metric. Steve and I went with size.
I think it's that size.
And nothing I put on it, I like.
Is that it?
Yeah, you want me to do it with, to hold the other side with the Allen? Yeah, I'll just buzz it with it.
Yep. Where the Allen's at?
Right there.
There you are. Blind. And 3/16, is that what they are?
That sounds right.
3/16.
Yeah.
There you go. It's going. Middle of the car. Yeah, it's not hot. You can grab it. It's not hot.
No?
No, that one wasn't. I got it in my bare hands. Yeah, it's fine. That one's a little cooler because that fan's right there, but
That motherfucker ain't cool.
I mean, I'll grab it if you want.
Put it right here.
And here's the screw. I ain't crying about it.
That fucking cool shit off.
My hand's on it. The half.
I loosen this one. This clamp should just pop off.
Yeah.
I gotta loosen the other one. What the fuck was that?
I dropped the clamp. I'm doing this one-handed, yo.
I'm doing one-handed, so I know something I can do. You guys drop that.
Okay.
This is how I fix it.
Yeah.
It's off.
You got it.
That wasn't intended, but hey.
Now, this, the screws aren't in it, right? For the front, so it just slides out right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need the, you got the one on the bottom. We got these down here. This one up here. I didn't put any block here, actually. So that's it. So all we do is just slide it forward, or what? You gotta pull No, it's not sitting. It's not on there. It may be in the top of this one actually. It's flying right now. It's flying. Hey, okay, well, just take the front end off just to try and keep the temperature and get air right on the radio. Better. Outside, inside, this thing. Put it right over there. Here. Sorry if we put the front end right over there. Is that out of enough? Yeah. That's good. Work it out this way. Carry it all the way over the grass. Yeah, do that. All right. Might work best. We have a phone line thing still. Oh, is it? Check.
All right. Front end's off. I like it.
Yep.
Think it'll work better? Badass. I'm hungry. I'll take an orange one. Oh, I love orange. Good. It's great. No leaks to be had so far. I didn't get it all the way back to the back, yeah. You can kind of see. Try and get a better spot. Nope. There you go.
Am I streaming?
Yep, you're streaming. We got to get this man a chest strap for his phone or something. Can't imagine doing this work one-handed. Yeah, it's not fun. All right, Sean's gonna hold it.
All right. I want to wait to take that load so you can I can feel it before I start this up. Just because the noise is inmates. They're trying to communicate while moving that engine. Oh, yeah. That's good. They got a tripod over there, but it's got a screw mount, not a crank. Safe. That.
Yeah, we changed it. Changed the oil and filter, valve cover gaskets, wastegate springs.
Correct.
Yeah. Not,
No, it's not.
yeah. That's where it was a long, long time ago. Think we should add a little water or what?
I got ears. You want ears on?
Maybe. Are you delivering? He's operating that forklift right now. You can
Come on in.
you can come in here. That just goes right here, so it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, we're just guests here. We are so you know.
This thing's fine.
Huh?
This thing's fine. It sucked back in. It only spilled a little bit. So this thing works, so it drew it back in and filled it back up.
Okay.
And then you only spilled like a couple cups on the ground.
Was that one longer?
A little bit. It's feeling better.
It's feeling better, but it's still we got it warm and puked it
Well,
once.
it came out the reservoir, right?
Yeah, it did. It didn't come out the cap. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's better.
It hit 242. So that's expected.
Yeah. I didn't want to be loud while you guys trying to communicate with the engine. Figured one of us would be camera
Hold
away
that.
and we'd need. I can just stick my finger to mine, you know. Watch out, Steve. 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 I was gonna say, do that. kinds of stuff happening here. You had water under it from before, right? Yeah. just taking logs. It looks good. Everything looks right. We've been struggling. A lot of stuff going wrong. So we'll see. We're hoping to have it at the track tonight and tomorrow. What is it making right now? He's only been up really into driving through the converter yet. It should make around 13. But it only needs to make about 1,000 or a little less. I only need 1,000 or less in the road because the car only weighs 2,500 pounds. It'll run fast. That boat will carry 600 horsepower out of that thing. Hopefully, maybe 7. I got a flip one. Yeah. If there's 6 meter blocks, it's open on a 4-8 tank. 6.3 production gas, custom system. It's $40 for 3 minutes. But I got a $6 to take on big, but I'm going to just run that one. Run that one. Yeah, there's 1,800 horsepower worth of turbos there. We talked about the fact that later on I might actually want to get that one. I don't have an import on it right now. Under the 85, yeah. Now, he's done a bunch of that had one. We've got stuff in the picture here. But I never put one on. Because the 85, there's enough cooling already. But the part is, you're in an air temperature, you're not cooling down, you know, so the cooling is very important for a minute. Where the effect of it matters. So you're right, the IATs are like a fucking fire. The company is cold. No, just with the cool, regular don't feel it too well. It's a big box over there, you know. Yeah. I've got a change in the function. But we thought it was only going to get it to crash into one of your computers, and maybe it will crash to the and I might actually put one right up to the house. Maybe one to go to the morning up to the house. Can you tell if you have viewers? 3. Hello, 3 people. Yeah, he's a long-time friend, but he does this for a living out in Washington, in Spokane, Washington. But he flew back. We did a build of the engine and did an initial break-in back in March, and he flew back to do that. And then this guy here and I have built everything else on that car since. And then you can. We've been struggling. It's not hotter than we want it to be, but there's caps lifting and letting some puking water into the reservoir, you know, at too low of a temperature. It's only about 230.
That's like a normal gas pipe. That was the overflow.
Well, it lifted. It lifted. To push it out.
It's just water. Not steam. Just give me a round to make something like this. I wanted to do something.
Without the turbos or anything, or everything.
For everything.
I mean, with including like the engine management system and all that kind of stuff. I got like just the motor with the turbos, wastegate blow up valve, 12-ish.
That's not bad.
12, maybe 13, yeah.
That's not bad.
I mean, a lot of it, yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm thinking I got like,
How temperamental is they though when you do them like this?
not at all. They're well mannered. And E85, tuning on E85 is a little more
Come on, you
forgiving.
get out of here, they stupid as this. Look at this shit. I'll call you like 5 minutes. That shit's rough.
He's not even that high in RPM yet. This camshaft and everything we put in this motor, it should turn 8,500 no problem. With the long rods and the short stroke. We call it the Neo 327 because it's essentially the same bore and stroke as the old school 327.
6 O's is good motors, huh?
It's a good block to start with.
Is that aluminum block or is that?
No, 6.0 iron block, LQ4 block.
They
Yeah,
said the iron's a little bit better, huh?
it'll handle more horsepower than most of the aluminum blocks. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. Does it matter if it came out of a van or a race car? Or like a Camaro?
Well, I mean, most of the Camaros, you're gonna have an aluminum motor in those.
So the regular ones come out of iron.
The iron, like the ones to get are, you know, mostly they were in trucks. The LQ9 or the LQ4 were in trucks and SUVs. Lots and lots of trucks.
And they can still make good power and move.
I mean, you're only keeping the block, really. And you can make a lot of power on the stock crankshaft too, but the connecting rods and pistons are shit. And the heads, I mean, a lot of them have 317 casting heads on them. 317s will make decent power on but you want with a turbo because they have a bigger combustion chamber, so you won't get decent compression out of just 317 heads. But they flow the same as 241s, you know, has better heads.
So what if I kept the crankshaft and shit stop? I got LSA heads. And they force polish them and CNC them for the force. I'm not trying to make that much power. I just want to try to make like 550.
That'd be easy. That'd be easy.
With the they said with the LSA heads there would be no problem.
It will be, yeah. It will be no problem. I would put,
They got a stage 3 PCR cam.
yeah,
You'll be fine with that bottom end.
yeah, you'll make more than that.
One, I'm throwing a road charger on, it'll make 550 at the range. In that range, no
Yeah.
problem. Safe. You got a better, you know, the head can make a handle more. So you can find it.
If I were you, I would put a fast 102 LSX intake on it.
Yeah, that's great.
For regular street, I bought a Sunday brand. I could take it back, but
Is it like the big open plenum type?
brand new. I found it out there. I just grabbed it, but I'm trying to see.
I would tell you that any of the kind that look like the Holly High Ram, where it just goes in and has, you know, the short runners going down.
They told me a lot of them had problems with idling and shit. My dude told me, make sure I don't buy no bullshit.
You want the fast LSX 102 for the street. On a dyno, we've looked at dyno numbers off of tons of LS builds, and you can't beat that intake. I'd even put that intake on here, and it ain't gonna make much less.
How much is that intake? Like 500? No, that
I would like to get like a
No, I think you can get it for $750, $780.
I don't know what I paid for now. I forgot.
But you don't want to. That intake makes more peak horsepower than that fast intake, but nowhere else in the power curve does it beat it.
Any of the fabricated like
I just want something that's street that'll perform on the
That
street.
fast intake is V1.
that's what all kinds of guys use.
Yep,
those
for a
in
street-driven
LS
car, that's the intake you want. There's no better.
It's called LSX 103.
Fast,
Fast
FAST, yeah. Fuel Air Spark Technologies is their company. Fast, LSX 102. Yeah. Everybody has it. Summit has it, you know.
I'm gonna take it back. Now, who's it made by? Holly or is
Fast, that's the company.
it Fast? Okay.
Yeah, Fuel Air Spark Technology is it. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the one. Any you go on any forums or anything like that, that's what everybody runs. It's the
Yep. The only reason I'm running that intake is just because it's a drag car and not anything street driven.
That
So.
fast intake looks good too.
They don't come out high though.
No, it's low. It's low.
That's what I
Guys
mean.
with C5 Corvettes put them on that LS1.
Well, he's got one on his.
They fit under the hood, stock hood, on a vet.
And that cowl on a vet is the lowest thing you'll ever find. Oh my God, there's.
So it'll fit under pretty much anything. If you got an intake on it, it'll fit in your car.
Yeah, I ended up buying a Summit brand.
What are you putting it in? What car?
I got a 72 Cutlass.
Cutlass?
Nice.
72.
The G body. Oh, 72. Yeah.
I was just about to,
72.
I was gonna bring it out here, but I don't know. Somebody wants to buy it from me. I'll show you a picture of it. I painted my bike and the car the same colors.
Man, what a bike. Holy
Yeah, I got a
shit.
road light. I just got it done.
Who did that? That's insane.
I built it myself, like so far as installing all the stuff, but my dude did the paint work and put all the
Holy
body
hell.
paint on.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it don't look bad. Something-
Don't look
I wrote it like I just got it back, so I didn't ride it this summer. Now I got a problem with my my skater because I got a lot of music on it, so I gotta change some stuff. I bought the best battery you could buy, it cost $1,000, but it ain't holding up. So I'm gonna change it out and see what I gotta do. But that Cutlass, I wanted to move. I got a big block in it right now. My dude telling me don't change the big block, but yeah,
If it was me,
it's got a big
First of all-
block 454 in it.
I've had lots of big blocks. I've raced lots of big blocks. An LS motor will make more power, easier, last longer. I will never own anything with a carburetor on it ever again.
That's what I don't like the fumes.
Ever. Oh my God, it's just infinitely better. There's a learning curve, but and plus I'm lucky enough to have
You want
him.
me to tell you what I really just did, and I shouldn't have? Dude was like, you got to buy a better carburetor, because the car moves, but it don't got no... My dude let me drive a Chevelle with a 350 in it.
Felt
and
better.
That bitch moved. But he like, the dude that fucked with his car was like, look, go buy a quick fuel carburetor and get rid of this Summit brand. He like, it's going to make a big difference. I said, it's going to make that big of a difference to make this bitch move like that? Because I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy. I went and bought one of them carbs yesterday. He going to have it installed. I want to see what difference it is. As soon as it don't make the power, I'm taking that bitch out and selling it. I'm going to just sell the big
The other thing too is,
They
if
got
you
a
do an
cam in
LS
it.
build, like if you want to go NA, if you don't want a supercharger or turbos, then find an aluminum block.
Yeah.
If you want to throw boost at it, get a 6.0, get an iron block. But the difference too, you got to keep in mind. I mean, it depends. Like you got it in a Cutlass, you save a lot of weight with the aluminum block too. But hey, what's up, man? Huh? Everything good?
Only
Ooh.
thing I want to do,
Ooh.
I just really,
I'm nervous. That's a lot of money.
I really just wanted to make it move, somewhat. 150 is fine for me. I don't know how, but I wanted to have overdrive, so I'm putting the trans with it. I don't like driving them cars and they be screaming at.
Oh, yeah.
My
Well,
rear
yeah.
end's done. My rear is beefed up. It's got a 373s in it. My dude said just put I got a 4L80E, the 80 two-wheel drive. So I'm gonna put that in there. I don't want it to go too crazy, but I want to be able to drive it on the freeway and not be worried about nothing.
You'd be fine with that transmission, yeah.
I got 26s on it though, so my dude said it works about right. So he said it brings the ratio.
You got to look at what's your overall diameter with the tire on it. And you know, get the RPM right for the engine. This has 470s in it.
Not a highway.
This is quarter mile bar.
Yeah.
Eighth, gonna run it in the 8th. I mean, right now that gear, honestly, with where this motor will run, and I went to a Turbo 400. I like a Turbo 400 better than a Glide, but
See, that's what I got in there. I got a 400 right now. I was gonna put a 700R, but everybody.
oh, don't do that.
They said 400s are the strongest motherfucking.
Well, 400. I mean, if you want a lot of power, like that transmission was specially built for this car, but you know there's like $4,000 just in the transmission to get it to hold. It's built to handle 1,500 horsepower, so. But it's got a trans brake and you know all that sort of stuff. Billet sprag, billet input shaft.
Put some coilovers on this.
Yeah, it's got
That's what I'm
coilovers
putting
all
on
the
it.
way
We
around.
cut all the old stuff down.
That's what I'm gonna put on my Cutlass right now. Is coilovers. Is that the best thing to go with?
I mean, yeah, it depends on what you want to do, but yeah. We just had a guy come the other night. We spent a whole evening. He set up the entire suspension for me. He's a crew chief on a Pro Mod car, and he came and spent a long time at my house setting up the whole suspension. We have still the steering isn't right, the alignment's not right, but we got to deal with that after this because the tie rods and stuff on it are custom machined and they're not right after we changed the
people
the
that
settings.
built the car originally had the rack offset, so they did this janky job with booger welds and stuff to put this thing together. And
How does it go down the track?
Well, we
Does it
ripped
stay
it out.
straight?
I haven't had it down the track.
Oh, this is
so
gonna
we
be
had
the first
ripped it all
time.
out.
Tonight and tomorrow is supposed to be the first time. We're not going to make it tonight, but tomorrow we're trying to make it tomorrow.
Well, be careful on it, man.
I'm going to be very careful.
Easy passes.
Few easy passes, see how it goes.
We don't know where it's gonna go.
This is like crazy.
But here's where if we cut the wrong side of it.
What track y'all going to?
Quaker City is where we're going to go.
Y'all taking the driveway 42 ever?
42 is where I will be racing it normally. I want to race it in the 550 Index series that they have there. But they have their points finals this Thursday through Sunday, so they don't have any test and tune, but Quaker City does. So
They just had a big car show there, so I was there at this track. So
there's a lot of good racing going on there right now.
somebody smoking, man. My name's Lee, by the way.
Sean.
What's your name?
Yeah, Steve.
All right, y'all see me up here back and forth. I'm gonna let him put something together for me, man.
All right.
Just take my time. My money ain't like that, but gotta work at it.
Gasket check.
Yeah, see what you see. Right. I think they were jacked up from the beginning, though. I don't see any drips or anything, do you? Right.
Phone dead yet? No, still going. Cool. All right. Well, now that I got all the beans out of my body.
I think we're all right.
What?
Are we all right, or should I go puke in the weeds over there?
Seems good so far.
Might do a wheelie.
It's wiggling on the dyno, that's for sure.
And those little pulls he was doing, light pulls, it was pulling up the front end.
I know.
try to keep them short, like when it's obvious he's going to do it.
That was, oh, that'd be good.
Oh, I don't have a way to put this on there.
Just send it for release. That probably obviously the way to do that.
He's just streaming it on his channel live is what we're doing. So.
That's right, good note. That's right. Thank you.
You know what, though? Hang on.
Like,
I was going to see.
put it right there.
Yeah.
Like set it in there. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That might work.
All right, man. Thank you.
Try to do it. That? I'm tired. What's that? It's just water.
like the spring, but I don't have it for wood. Yeah. So the bigger pan, that's how it goes better. Could be. Hey, it won't hurt to try. You know that this will do more air than that one, so flats are really expensive for a year old. Right? That's kind of yeah, it's getting hard for the instant. Put that off for a second. Yeah, you can throw it back on.